So now let's come to the choice, right? So we all know what to choose, what is best for us. We still end up doing things that probably is playing out from the old patterns of living. So why is it so difficult for people to make the choice that they know they should be making?
When it comes to making a choice, we are able to see what is good for us. We're able to see what is probably not the best for us right now. But then let's say we're drawn to something that doesn't feel so right in terms of a structure. Okay? Now you ask yourself, okay, why am I drawn to this? There's a reason why you're drawn to everything.
Yes.
So what is a right choice and what is a bad choice? What is a good choice? What's a bad choice? How are we able to tell that? A good choice is we think, oh, this is a good choice because it's in alignment with everything that I have built in terms of, let's say, I was watching a movie yesterday about Life and Something Like It. Life and Something Like It?
No, I
Life
haven't.
or Something Like It, Angelina Jolie.
Okay.
So there's this part where she says this is her dream job, right? And there's a prophecy where there's a prophet who tells her that she's going to die on one particular day. And she says, no, but I have a dream job and am I going to get it? He says, you're not going to get the job and you're going to die. And so she's so broken by it. Now there's just in that 1 week, this is only 1 week apart, right? To the end of the movie and the end of the story. But in that 1 week, so many changes happen in her life. And she gets the dream job. She makes it there. She sits on that couch. It's about her interviewing someone. But then right after that, she gives up on it. Because there is so much that has happened in that 1 week where she has found deep connection to herself and experienced love where she realizes I need to make this choice, right? There are things that happen after that, but I'm only talking about that one part. You say, this is my dream. And you get there only to realize, is this what I really wanted? Yeah, maybe I wanted this then. If I have a certain dream, it's going to help me build a structure. A dream is going to help me build a structure. Now I have a structure. I'm working on it. Maybe the role of the dream that I have is only to help me build a structure. And in that structure, I find myself and I find a completely different path. We don't know now, is this choice good? Is this choice good? How do I know? So what's really important is connecting with yourself and asking, what do I really want to do? Let's say this choice seems good, this doesn't feel so good. But from whose perspective? To understand what I feel is where it begins. If I want to be the best person, I want to be right, I want to be known as someone who's making the right decision, chances are I may lose myself because it's not the best choice for me in terms of what I desire, but it feels right in terms of what the society says or in terms of what the world says. This is what you should do.
And talking about desires, right? What is the purpose of a desire?
Purpose of a desire is we're living a human life. What is life without a desire? If I don't desire to have a conversation with you like this, what am I going to do? I'm not going to work on my skill sets. I'm not going to work on anything. Desires are a form, desires, I look at it as markers that gets you from one place to another, not for you to lose yourself. You understand this is my desire, but not to get lost in it. Everything is a dance in life, isn't it? I love this, but I also need to learn where to stop. Just because I love something, if I'm going to lose myself in it, and then that becomes an addiction. And addiction is never healthy. Addiction is not a healthy. I was listening to a podcast yesterday where I heard there is no such thing called healthy addiction. It's either a healthy choice, it's an addictive choice. Addictions are not healthy in any way. But we use the word addiction so easily, just like desire. Ask yourself okay, this is what I'm desiring. This is what I'd like to get to. Now, to get to your desire or your desired place or to acquire something that you love, what are the parts of you are willing to awaken? How aligned are you with your core values when you reach that state of desire? What am I slaying on my path to achieve? Would I do anything? No. I would like to make every choice that is in alignment of who I am to get closer to what I desire. One, I could believe I could have it if I'm close to how I feel, because there's a reason why I desire something. There's a reason why I desire it.
Right.
or simply the desire is only a role for me to realizing and me becoming what I am. Chances are when I get close to it, I'm like,
Yes.
I don't even want it.
Yes.
I don't even know if this is what I wanted. So that, I think desire, everything plays a role. This entire life is orchestrated. Every moment is orchestrated for us to realize something about ourselves.
Yes.
So once we look at it that way, we're not blaming anybody. If you said something, did something, what am I learning from this? If I'm constantly turning every situation, stop pointing at somebody else or something else or a situation to myself, then I'm moving deeply into realizing things about myself, and I understand, that's why this role, that's why that situation, because I needed to see more of me, understand more of myself.
And in this journey, so how I have perceived and looked at my life is the ultimate goal of every human being is to realize that God and us are one. And all the desires are planted before that. They're just like directions, because the mind can understand desires and it can help us move through that. And in the process of getting to that point, we shed layers of us. We get closer to who we're destined to be.